So great to be here with you. Happy Friday, everybody. We have a bunch of folks here already, and they have questions and thoughts on things. Hi, sorry we're about a minute late. Alonzo had to wash his hair.
It's a whole thing, you guys. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It is magnificent, and one would think that perhaps you just rolled out of bed looking like this.
Oh, no. This doesn't just happen.
Yes, I wash my hair too. My hair takes much longer than yours.
I'm sure it does, but you're better at it, no doubt. And
it's just time consuming because my hair is naturally wavy. So if I want to blow it out straight like it is today, I got to use like a big brush. So interesting, aren't we? Pulling back the curtain here at Breakfast All Day. Happy Friday. Good to see folks. We have some questions and thoughts. Hi, Marty. Hi, David. Hi, Tom Anzo says, are you guys going to the Actor Awards and Spirit Awards? No, for years when I was still with the Associated Press, I covered, Golden Globes, DGAs, SAG Awards. Alonzo, you and I have been to Spirit Awards many times.
Mm-hmm.
It's very fun.
I think I've only, apart from the 1 year that I actually worked at what was then called IFP West, which is now Film Independent, I think the only time I've attended the Spirit Awards has been in years that I was on one of the juries, but I wasn't this year, so not going.
I am also not going to the Spirit Awards. I've done with Alonzo a lot of Spirit Award jury stuff. It's really fun. It's a really fun day. It's a day I have loved in the past.
Sure,
It's the day before the Oscars. It's in a big tent on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's in town, but it's a much more casual vibe. And usually whoever is hosting is great, like Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah. Or like Nick Kroll and John Mulaney. No, I always like it because it's also, it's when you see everybody, it's when I see the people I used to work with at Film Independence, when I see the people I used to work with at Outfest, like the people who are sort of more on the kind of indie film circuit in various ways, like they're all there. And so it's always a blast. And, our good friend Drea, my co-host at Max Film, has worked at the Spirit Awards for years. So she's always there and corralling folks. So it's always a good time.
Good day at the beach. Yes. Hi to Sar Stepan, who says hello from a basement in Midtown Manhattan. And then Tom Anzo said, when was the last time Alonzo hasn't had a beard?
That would have been in early 2021.
Right.
When I cut off my COVID beard that I had been growing for the first year of lockdown. I went all the way and shaved, but that was the last time.
You were spectacularly handsome. I thought you looked like Richard Gere. I'm not even kidding. I said that, and you're like, oh, pshaw. But really, truly, Richard Gere. Christine says, companies and various Canadian tourist boards are hopping on the heated rivalry bandwagon. The two leads are at Milan Fashion Week. Yeah, Connor Story and Hudson Williams are everywhere, and it's great. It's kind of fun to watch their personalities come through as they figure out how to do these talk shows and all that. I see that Gary Bettman, so reliable Gary Bettman, the NHL commissioner, who, as you pointed out during our heated rivalry recaps, has banned Pride Night at games. Although I think some teams still do it. I went back and looked that up. I think like the Seattle Kraken still do it. Maybe our friend Chris Crawford is here and can verify that. But
I think it's the thing where the league banned it and teams were like, what are you going to do? Arrest me for having Pride Night? So
we still like the gays and the gays like hockey. So so Gary Bettman's like, oh, I binged the whole thing. And I think it's great that people are now into hockey. Very opportunistic.
Yeah. I hear like I think there's like one of the tourism boards is like, come to the cottage, so.
Yeah. No, it's smart. What is it? Dave, the weird loon wolf bird?
The stupid Canadian wolf bird. Dave White says that if you want to see pictures of me with no beard, check his Instagram at dLelandWhite. So.
Is there like a new old picture?
No. Like you'd have to scroll to 2021, but it's there.
Okay.
I did the show without a beard. You could just go through our archives,
Yeah. Anyway, it's
By
exciting.
the way, sorry, not to digress here too much, but speaking of the show, this week marks my 15th anniversary of the first time I did What the Flick.
Ooh. So it was 2001.
It came up on, no, 15th. 2011. It came up on my
Math.
Facebook memories.
What did we talk about that day?
You weren't there. That's why they called me, because I think you and Matt were out, so they needed a sub, and so that's Ben reached out to me. It was like
It's so funny.
it was, I think, The Green Hornet and The Dilemma, if you remember either of those movies.
Okay, The Dilemma is Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock, and they're super naked.
No, that's The
Right?
Proposal. The Dilemma is Vince Vaughn and Kevin James, and one of them is being cuckolded by Winona Ryder with Channing Tatum. It's a Ron Howard comedy.
This is so confusing. I don't remember. You're saying words that don't register
And it's a Mad Lib
in my head at all. It's confusing. Well, speaking of the passage of time, Kathleen Kennedy stepping down from
Yes.
LucasFilm after 14 years as president. I mean, really a lot of turmoil, a lot of growth, a lot of change in that
Yeah.
time. She was George Lucas's, personal choice to take over his empire. And so you get, groundbreaking genre defining things like Andor. You and I very much loved The Last Jedi, which not everybody did.
No.
And so they had to do a course correction and go back to like undo all the cool stuff Ryan Johnson did in episode 9. And a lot of highs and lows. I can't help but think, though, that a lot of her tenure is marked by fanboys wanting things to be the way they want them rather than engaging with the art as it is.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about it. Like, among the thankless tasks that exist in the world, I think having to shepherd Star Wars in the era of, like, internet trolls and social media in general just seems like you can't win. You can't win.
Totally.
Whatever you pick, whatever direction you want to choose, someone's going to gripe about it. Too much TV, not enough TV, too many movies, not enough movies. The movies are wrong. The movies are whatever. So yeah, I think as with anybody who's had a job for 14 years, yeah, there's highs and lows. There's good ideas and bad ones. And, I think she weathered a lot of bullshit, and so will the next person.
Who is Dave Filoni.
Yes.
Who makes a lot of animated Star Wars content.
He does.
And, we get Mandalorian and all the Baby Yoda goodness that comes with it, but I feel like that's a really safe choice, and it's not someone who's going to rock the boat or try anything really daring.
No, they've definitely gone with a company man, and I think somebody who knows his stuff, obviously, and is immersed in the world of it all, but at the same time, isn't gonna, I think as much as we love episode 8, on a corporate level, that's just the kind of thing they're looking to avoid, so.
Right, because it took chances, and it
Yeah.
looked different from other Star Wars movies.
Absolutely, yeah, but, different is not what they're looking for, as Maren Cadell would say.
Yeah, so I'm curious to hear what you guys think about that. Does it matter who is shepherding all the Star Wars stuff? When, as you say, Alonzo, it's pandering to what the fans want. I wonder, like, it's just a matter of like who's gonna take that and run with it. Anyway, it's sort of a bummer for art, I think. But Kathleen Kennedy has had an amazing career. Like, she co-founded Amblin with Steven Spielberg.
Yes. Yeah, she and Frank Kennedy?
Marshall.
Frank Marshall. He's
her husband.
Right. Kennedy Marshall. She and Frank Marshall, yes, have been, and even before that, I mean, like when they worked with like Peter Bogdanovich in the 70s. Like she's been around the block more than a few times.
Yeah. Do you know how she got started?
I probably have heard this story, but I can't think of it offhand. What?
No, she went to San Diego State, and like she ended up becoming Spielberg's assistant because she would sit in on meetings, and rather than just like take notes and go along with it, she would interject and go, "Wait a minute, why is this character doing this?" And like she had really good ideas, and that's how she became so prevalent alongside him.
Like when he was a student, or
no, like when he was like a starting out filmmaker. Like she would sit in, and like that's how she dared to like speak up in meetings and go, "Hey, what about this?" And she had good ideas, and that's how. The thing that a woman would get like smacked down for being insubordinate and thinking for herself, Spielberg like had the foresight to go, "Wait a minute, you've got good ideas."
Yeah, this is a feature, not a bug.
Yeah, for sure. We have a Timothy Chalamet question. Did you
Mm.
see Timothy Chalamet's Faye Dunaway photo with his Golden Globe by the pool? No, but that's cool. I feel like somebody else did that recently too. Anyway, the
I don't know
famous
why people
Hollywood
don't do it.
Roosevelt.
I don't know why people don't do it every year. Like that just seems like, of course, you would want to reenact that photo.
Yeah, for sure. Nico's Vault says Last Jedi was brave, but she also allowed the rise of Skywalker retreat. Right. I
Yeah,
mean, you're trying to please your audience
yeah,
and there's no winning.
yeah. Andor happened under her watch, and so did the Book of Boba Fett. It's all a mixed bag.
In
you know,
Ahsoka.
the Obi-Wan show.
Yeah, I vaguely recall all of these, but of course, like Andor will stand the test of time as one of the greatest pieces of television ever.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah. So that
And
has been big news.
and a way to use Star Wars to speak to the moment.
Yeah. Teddy says Filoni leans awfully heavy on the animated stuff, none of which I'm familiar with. Yeah, I've seen some of Rebels and Clone Wars just because Nick used to like that stuff when he was younger,
Hmm.
and now does not. Now it's too young for him. Katie, hello to you. Hi, everybody from Minneapolis, says Katie. Happy to
Oh,
catch the live today. I'm so happy that you're back. You're our old friend Katie, and I hope you're doing okay. Let us know how Minneapolis is today.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
really, really feel for you, and every day looks worse. So please stay safe. Yes, Teddy, we're going to be talking about Doomsday all year. Let's talk about Doomsday. Do you know about this, Alonzo?
I do not. Please explain.
This is the thing I just added, and I think I didn't update you on it. So, Dune Part 3 and
Yes.
Avengers Doomsday are both opening on December 18th.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those. Okay.
We get a Barbenheimer situation going on
Right.
here. So I guess Robert Downey Jr. like hijacked this Timothy Chalamet Q&A and announced December 18th is Doomsday. Let's just lean into it
Okay.
and have a little fun with it. So
And he did win an Oscar for Oppenheimer after all. So I guess who better to be the face of Doomsday
yeah.
than Mr. Downey Jr.
Yeah. I mean, those don't necessarily feel like different audiences to me.
No, they seem like quite the same audience, but at the same time, they seem like most of the audience. I mean, like I'd say both of those movies at this point are kind of four quadrant, right? Like, so I guess the idea is to cajole people into cramming both of them into opening weekend.
But they're both probably going to be like 240,
Oh,
right? Those are long movies.
super long.
Yeah, but I can see how that will be kind of fun, and we can have the same conversation we had about Barbie and Oppenheimer. Like, what order do you see them in? What is the preferred order? I remember thinking back then that you got to go to Oppenheimer first and then Barbie second because you need the palate cleanser. But then I
Sure.
ended up doing it the opposite way, and I'm glad I did because having seen Oppenheimer, I kind of wanted to sit with it.
Well, that works. I don't know that I would want to see them back to back in either order. Like I would like one on Friday, one on Saturday, or something like that. And I would hope that when the press screenings roll around, we get a little bit of space between them. We'll see what happens.
Yes, unlike the day that we all saw Rise of Skywalker and then Cats.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, that memory pops up on my Facebook memories because I brought Nick with me to both, and he's like, "Pump for Star Wars," and then I made him go see Cats. But what's the one he remembers more?
Yeah,
Cats.
right. No, that was a day. That was a day.
We have various people in the comments suggesting that Dune is going to blink, and they'll move. I don't know. I doubt it.
I mean, they're not gonna move to the next year. I wouldn't think, just because of like awardsy stuff.
Right, and the next week, the next Friday is Christmas.
Right. They could
So I
go
think
earlier.
you want to be out before Christmas because
Right.
kids are on break.
Sure. Yeah, you want to make sure that you're not going to drop either of those on Christmas Day. That'll be the day for like, smaller release awardsy shit. Yeah, I could see maybe one of them moving to the 11th, but we'll see what happens.
Yes. I had a thought. Oh, Katie says we're all celebrating the snow and sharp drop in temperatures in Minnesota this weekend. We are used to it. Our occupiers are not. Good. Stay warm and
Yeah.
stay safe. Yes, for sure. David says Barbenheimer was special, and now everyone is trying to replicate it. They tried it with Gladiator 2 and Wicked, which was ridiculous and wasn't the same. Yeah, that's not quite the
Yeah.
same for sure. So we'll see how that plays out. We will definitely keep an eye on that. If you are in LA or Southern California, tomorrow, that is Saturday, the 17th, I'm doing a Q&A with Andy Jurgensen, who is the editor on One Battle After Another.
I
So,
saw
yes,
at
I'm
the
psyched.
Gardena, right?
At the Great Gardena Cinema. So
Nice.
if you have not seen it projected and want to, I mean, yeah, it's on HBO Max, but if you want to see it projected and then hear him talk about how he made a 2.5 hour long movie not feel like a 2.5 hour long movie, I'm psyched to talk to him. The Q&A will probably be around 4:45. So yeah, come hang out. I have a link to down below where it is. It's the Gardena Cinema on Crenshaw. Great place. We just honored
Yes.
Judy Kim at our
Mhm.
LA Film Critics dinner.
Yes, one of the or the last sort of like family-owned, theaters in Southern California.
Yeah, she's great. It's a single screen, 800-seat theater. It's
Yeah,
giant. So
beautiful.
if you are in LA, come and say hi, come hang out. I look forward to talking to him. He will definitely get an Oscar nomination
No question.
and might win.
Yeah.
You never know. So that's tomorrow at 2. Come and see me. Yeah, speaking of blockbusters, though, so Zoe Saldaña is now the highest grossing actor ever, meaning that the movies that she has been in
Mhm.
have made the most with over $15 billion. Now that Avatar 3 has like crossed a new threshold. So she's in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies,
Right. The
she's in
Star
the
Trek
Avatar
movies.
movies, and she's in the Star Trek movies.
Yeah. I
So,
Good for her, and she has an Academy Award, so, I mean, what else do you want?
and she can do art housey stuff. Yeah, it had been Scarlett Johansson prior to this
I see.
because Scarlett Johansson is now in the Jurassic World world.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I
Um,
mean, it's I think there's been a long discussion about like, that you can be in a super successful movie and it doesn't necessarily do anything for your career. I mean, like, okay, the fact that I can't remember his name should tell you something. Who's the dude in the Avatar movies? The Australian guy.
Sam
Sam
Worthington.
Worthington, thank you. Sam Worthington. Those movies have not done anything for his career. Mark Hamill's career outside of Star Wars for a long time was not particularly noteworthy, but like, Zoe Saldana makes enough of these different franchise movies where, yeah, they all start adding up. And, I think her Academy Award will probably long be a discussed one, but there you go.
Yeah, we have people in the comments saying, "Don't forget Amelia Perez." That's what we are talking about. Her
Yeah,
Oscar
that's her
for
Oscar.
Amelia Perez. Our friend Denise says we'll be reviewing the Testament of Anne Lee. Yes, and I
Yes,
think we are doing it when it goes wide next week. Yeah, I've got it on the
correct.
schedule for January 23rd. So next
Yes.
Friday we will have that out for you. That is exciting. Oh yes, good call, Seth. She's also in Center Stage.
Oh, wow, okay.
Was it her first movie, the ballet movie Center Stage?
Maybe, yeah. I'm trying to remember, like, see, here's the thing, like, a lot of the non-franchise stuff she's been in has been kind of terrible, like that awful, awful Nina Simone biopic she did, and then,
Oh.
Columbiana, which I always refer to as Panty Assassin, because it's like, it's how naked and armed can we make Zoe Saldana in this movie, you know?
Yes, as DJ Elixir points out, Saldaña, there is a tilde.
Saldana, sorry, yes.
Sí, claro,
Saldana.
hay una tilde en el ñ.
Tienes razón.
Thank you very much. Matthew McConaughey is trademarking All Right, All Right, All Right. Have you seen this?
I saw that it's happening, and I I don't know what he's gonna do with that, or that. I mean, I guess you can. If
Part
that's
of
how
me is
these
like,
things
how
work.
can he? He didn't write that. Richard Linklater wrote that. How can he
True.
trademark somebody else's writing?
That's
But I
true.
guess
Yeah.
it's the likeness of him saying it. And so
Gotcha.
there's a bunch of stuff that he has recorded to preserve his likeness of it, and he's trademarking that to prevent, AI usage of it that he has not given permission for.
Well, look, if he's doing it defensively, then great. It's not like,
Yeah.
if he's doing it because he's got a whole line of T-shirts he wants to put out, then yuck. But no, if this is what people have to do now to protect their own
Their
personal
likeness.
likeness and IP or whatever from AI, then yeah, I go for it, I guess.
It's so weird. I mean, it's a weird world that we live in which you feel the need to do that.
Yeah,
It's
well,
not unjustified. I
here we
mean,
are, unfortunately.
yeah, I mean, think about all the people for whom like there are new deep fakes and think you've got to protect your image when you're a super famous person. But
Right.
anyway, Real Dreamer says, doesn't Matthew M do commercials for some AI product? Does he? I just know he sells cars.
I was gonna say, apart from the Lincoln ads, I have not, I don't know.
I've only seen that. Yeah, but yeah, it's sort of a bummer that this is the world in which we live now. And then something that I know that you are excited about. Actually texted you about this, Alonzo, that Ariana Grande and Jonathan Bailey are going to star in a revival of Sondheim's Sunday in the Park with George in
Yeah.
London's West End next year.
Yeah, I'm real curious about that because, like, I don't know. To be honest, my knowledge of Ariana Grande's vocal acumen is limited to the Wicked movies and a handful of songs. Sondheim
Mhm.
is tricky and demanding, and like Bernadette Peters, who is one of the great sort of Broadway stars of our era, has kind of made a name for herself as an interpreter of Sondheim, and he's hard. He's hard to
Yeah.
sing, not just lyrically, but musically. So, if she can wrap her arms around that, great. It's exciting. I think Jonathan Bailey shouldn't have a problem with it. I would, I really wish somebody had recorded the Jake Gyllenhaal Broadway revival from a couple years ago
Oh.
because they did like a promo video of it, him doing one of the songs, and it was like, oh, you could actually pull this off, and I would have liked to have seen the whole thing.
Interesting. A couple things on Ariana Grande. Have you ever heard her impressions?
Well, I've seen her on SNL, yes.
Right. So no, but she does like she's an incredible ear. And I
Mhm.
do think that she's got the technical skill to navigate the denseness and the trickiness of
Okay.
Sondheim. Like her Celine Dion is dead on. So good. Her Shakira is good. So I think she can do that. Yeah, if Katie says Ari can do it, imitating different styles of song is one of her parlor tricks. Yes, exactly. Uh, Anna Kendrick too is really good with Sondheim
Oh, yeah.
material.
No, for sure. I mean, when she was like 12, she played like the kid in Little Night Music. So like, yeah, she's been doing that for ages. Real Dreamer points out Ariana's a great voice, but she's also known for not being the best enunciator.
Oh,
So she's gotten a lot better though. It's true. In the first Wicked, I remember like her big opening song, I was like, my kingdom for a consonant. I couldn't understand a lot
yeah.
of what was coming out of her mouth, but yeah, like if the rigor and discipline of a stage production, like, helps her dig into that toolbox, great, good for her. It's a great show.
Yes. Any opportunity for more Jonathan Bailey leaning into his musical theater background is great.
Sure.
So, have you seen this show? I know you know a lot about Sondheim. Have
I
you seen this
have.
show?
There was a really great production at the Pasadena Playhouse in the last couple of years where I don't know who did the actual staging, but a lot of it has to do with Seurat creating the, Sunday afternoon on the Isle of La Grande Jetée. And they use like sort of a lot of kind of like animation, I guess, to sort of like show the painting in progress on the back wall behind the performers. And it was really impressive. It was really well done. And it cuts between Seurat and then like the modern day and someone who's sort of studying the painting and a woman who's a descendant of one of the
Oh.
models for the painting. And the same, like the male and female lead play Seurat and the model, and then the more contemporary couple as well. Yeah, it's a terrific show.
Cool. Brian Valco asks, "How is Ariana Grande's impression of Matthew McConaughey?" Is it all right, all right, all right?
One would
And
hope.
then Sar Steppen says, "Don't forget Blumhouse. Blumhouse is doing
Mm.
Merrily We Roll Along. Is that who's putting out the Merrily We Roll Along? The Richard Linklater? No.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Is Paul Mescal in the Richard Linklater? I thought it was um, Ben Platt and
I don't know.
I forget.
Look it up,
I
and
will.
I will keep talking.
Somebody
Uh,
asked about Oscar nomination, so remind them what we're doing.
Oh, yeah. So on Thursday, January 22nd, which is Oscar nomination morning, this upcoming Thursday, we're going to do a live stream right here at 7 a.m. Pacific, which is really early. Oscar nominations are at like 5:37 a.m. I'm up because I'm a middle-aged lady, but we're going to do the live stream super, super
Oh,
early so that Alonzo can check in and share his thoughts, and then he's got to hop on a plane. So I will have a link to that out there very, very soon. So come and join us. There was a question about, is there anything that we're looking forward to? Oh, Urban Squirrel says, any film or performance you're hoping to see among the Oscar nominees next Thursday?
I would love to be surprised. I feel
Johnny
like
Greenwood's score for One Battle After Another.
I feel like everything is so like vetted at this point in the game, and people have laid out their odds based on all the precursor awards that I would just love a surprise, like something that just lands out of nowhere, like, huh. Yes, Paul Mescal, Ben Platt, Beanie Feldstein are starring in Richard Linklater's Merrily We Roll Along, and Jason Blum is a producer.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
That's really weird. T-Left Hater says Rose Byrne. Yeah, that's for sure going to happen.
Oh yeah, no
Uh,
question.
she might win,
Yeah.
right? I know Jessie Buckley is your favorite for Best Actress, but Rose
I
Byrne's got a lot of love too.
yeah, I would love to see that happen.
Yes. Red Carpet Talk says Bone Temple surprisingly blew me away. Yes, we reviewed the new 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, earlier this week on Tuesday because we wanted to get it out as soon as we could.
Yeah.
We both loved it too. And we have a non-spoiler review out there for you. So if you're looking for that, that already exists. Are a lot of you guys going to go see it? Are you excited? Let us know. That is happening. Do you see this weird Kiefer Sutherland story?
You told me about it because it happened near me.
It happened in your neighborhood. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I guess he called an Uber
Yes.
and asked to be let out. Like, supposedly he felt uncomfortable, don't know what happened. This is all TMZ reporting. He
Mhm.
asked to be let out a couple of times, and there might have been a language barrier
Mhm.
because the guy didn't do it, but Kiefer Sutherland allegedly like assaulted him and threatened to kill him. And then the guy let him out at Sunset in Fairfax, right near the DGA.
Yes.
And I don't know what happened there, but he was arrested for assault.
Hey, okay. Well, I look forward to how that all plays out. I do Lyft drivers have like a camera going in their car? I mean, I guess not all of them do. Some of
I
them
don't
might. I don't
know.
know.
This was an Uber Black. This was
Hmm.
like a nicer car.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
So, yeah, Brent says Jack Bauer came out for a minute. Yeah, I mean, who knows what even happened, but
Right.
he felt unsafe. Anyway, Seth asks, I'm seeing a screening of Pillion tonight. Have you seen it?
Ah,
No, but we are going to review it.
yeah. I'm seeing it next week, I think.
Yes. Hello, Matthew Bird. She says, hi, Christine Alonso.
Hey,
Happy
Matthew.
Friday. And Looney says, long walk for casting would be awesome. Right. There's the
Oh,
casting
yeah.
category.
And it did win the Spirit Award, Altman Award this year for casting, actually.
Yeah. David says, I hope Odessa Zion gets nominated. I can see that
Yeah,
happening.
that's plausible.
Yeah. Denise says some Ubers have cameras in their cars.
Mm.
So there you go. And Christine says, not our nicest Canadian boy. I know.
Mm.
Anyway, so we'll see what happens with that. Harry
I
Styles
think Keanu
is
Reeves is our
done.
nicest Canadian, right?
Is Keanu Reeves Canadian?
Isn't he? Do I
No.
have that wrong?
No.
Okay, maybe not then.
No.
Okay, then
He's
he's
not.
not.
Isn't Seth Rogen our nicest Canadian boy?
Sure, or Michael Cera, maybe? I don't know.
Isn't Hudson Williams our nicest
I was
Canadian
gonna say,
boy?
we have two new well, one, because the other
One.
one's from Texas, yeah.
One nice new Canadian. Harry Styles, big new Harry Styles album coming out in March. He's also going to do a second Madison Square Garden residency. Don't know
Mm.
when, don't know for how long. It'll be this year. That could be a really fun show. For the costume changes alone, I bet he's a fun performance.
Keanu lived in Toronto for a while.
There you
That's
go.
where I was
But
thinking of.
where was he born?
I think Hawaii.
I think Hawaii as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It can be points out Ryan Gosling is Canadian.
Yes. Yes, he is.
Isn't Eugene Levy our nicest Canadian boy? Martin Short. The list goes on. It's a lot of people.
They're famously nice, the Canadians, as a whole.
This is true. This is true. There's a new Phineas and Ferb movie in the works for Disney Plus. We enjoy Phineas and Ferb around here. Our friend Courtney Howard's husband is writing it.
Oh, wow. Good for him.
Jeff Howard. So that's it. Yeah. Cutlass Magazine says Keanu was raised in Toronto. So you're getting this information from someplace that makes sense. Marty, who is Canadian. All right. We have an actual Canadian here to verify this. Marty is somewhere in Ontario. Keanu was born in Beirut, raised in Toronto. All right.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you for clarifying that. And then, then I mentioned earlier the thing I'm doing tomorrow, this one battle after another Q&A. So we are all set. Alonzo, what did I not get to?
Golly, I don't know. I should have pulled your email up a while ago, which I have not done.
Oh, do you not read my email?
No, I read it, but I mean to have it open while we're doing this, and then it just. Here we go.
I think
Kathleen
we did
Kennedy,
it all.
Zoe,
I think we got to all of it.
That's the whole shebang.
Great. So after this, you guys, we're going to review The Rip, which is on Netflix, which weirdly, good. Yeah. So weirdly, they had an embargo on reviews until like yesterday afternoon, which is not a good sign. But I at least think The Rip is a lot better than that. And I don't know why they were holding on to reviews.
Why does Netflix do anything? Why isn't this showing in any theaters?
Yeah, no, this feels like a movie that you would go see in theaters and then it would play on cable over and over again, and you would just turn it on and it would be on at all hours of the day and night. Daniel Zam666 says, are you guys reviewing Wonder Man? Yes, on our Patreon.
Yes, we are.
When that begins at the end of this month, we're going to do Wonder Man, which is this new Marvel series with Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. And we're going to do the new season of Bridgerton. They both begin around the same time, so we'll do both of those. Also, next week, we are going to do our Off the Menu review. Our Rob Reiner was the topic this month for our poll, and people picked The Princess Bride, which I guess it makes sense. It's it really could have been any of them, though,
Yeah, I mean, it's beloved. I kind of feel like there's the least to say about The Princess Bride, and no shade on the movie. It's just like we all agree that The Princess Bride is swell, but yeah, we'll find some things to talk about.
Always a pleasure to rewatch it. Victor asks, what is The Rip? It is this kind of action thriller set in Miami with a bunch of cops who find a bunch of stashed money in a house, in a drug house, and what happens with them. And it's this crazy all-star cast. It's like Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Stephen Yeun, Tiana Taylor, Catalina Sandino Moreno, Kyle Chandler, Joe Carnahan directed it. It's good.
Yeah. It's a wildly overqualified cast, but it at least makes it so it's not that thing where there's the like one famous person who comes in early and you think, why is this person in this movie? And then you later find out they were the killer all along. Like anybody in this movie could be the killer because they're all famous.
Yeah, it's a fun cast. Leo asks, did you do Heated Rivalry? I've never seen that show, but everyone's liking it. Yes, we also recapped that on our Patreon. So if you are a member, it is there for you. But if not, you can purchase it separately with all of our videos, all of our TV recaps on a Patreon. If you are not a member, but want to just check out what we're talking about, you can purchase that separately. So patreon.com/BeFastAllDay. Thanks to everyone for being here. It is a real pleasure to see you this Friday. We will not be here next Friday because Alonzo, where will you be?
I will be in Greenville once again, South Carolina, for the Deckies, which is the award show that the Hallmark podcast puts on, which went from being just a goofy thing that the three of them did on YouTube to now being an in-person event with presenters, of which I guess I am one. So yeah, that'll be fun. But we are going to be here live on the 22nd at 7 a.m. Pacific to talk about Academy Award nominations. So we hope you'll join us then.
Yes, so good to see you. We will see you again live on Thursday, and have a great weekend, long weekend, holiday
Yes.
weekend for many folks. If you are here in the United States, it is MLK Day weekend. So go do something meaningful on Monday.
Take care of yourselves and each other, and I